Right, we're live for the final time this season.
Apologies for late. Final time.
For Marc's update. How you doing, Marc?
I'm fine, mate. Really good actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good. Fine, mate. Really, end of season, pretty chilled. Got bored last night. Done a bit of fishing for the old MK lot as always, and but even that got a bit boring. It's just fucking so easy. But yeah, no, really good on a serious note, and obviously looking forward to the cup final on Tuesday, the finale for our season.
Yeah, let's start on current affairs.
Yep.
We beat Colchester at home on Tuesday just gone, and Tuesday coming up, we've got the cup final against Walton, Hamersham and Walton.
Walton and Hersham, they're called, Eddie.
Sorry, mate.
Not Hamersham.
Are we looking forward to that one? Can we expect another strong side for that?
Yeah, another strong side. Weren't a brilliant spectacle Tuesday, let's face it, but brilliant support, 800-900, which is great. It's a well-esteemed trophy, Surrey Senior Cup. I mean, technically, you're the best senior team in Surrey if you win this one. We've won it before. We've played in every single level of this cup. There are different grades of it. So when we was in the Park Leagues, you play in like the lower junior, and we played in the lower junior, intermediate, premier, and now the senior. And we've won most of them. So it's a good competition. Bob Dick, who runs it, puts a lot of time and effort in, and we're looking forward to the final. Probably more so than we were the semi-final, with that disappointment behind us. And the boys had a night out on Saturday, so I'm not sure those in the best shape for that game. But got the win. Happy days.
Absolutely. So good luck on Tuesday.
Thanks, mate. Ideally, the fans come down one last time until we disappear.
Hopefully see us get some silverware.
That'd be nice, get some silverware against Walton and Hersham, a club that's had a great season, a really strong test for us, and we'll have a go.
Absolutely. Well, obviously this is the last update of the season.
Yep.
So shall we reflect a bit on how we feel the season went? I think the start wasn't quite what we hoped for, but we picked it up. I mean, we've gone on about 6 months without an away loss. Yeah. Only a few losses this calendar year, so the second half of the season was definitely moving in the right direction. How do you look back in years to come on the 24-25
Well,
season?
yeah, it was just not a great season. I think I bore myself talking about it. We went into the season with loads of injury issues from the season before. We didn't sort them out quick enough. Then we had these extracurricular mad sequence of events. George being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes overnight, Brennan dislocating his shoulder, Josh Taylor was out 16 matches. We had obviously the horrible scenario with Charlie. The list just went on really, just all these problems in the early part of the season. But we dusted ourselves down. To your point, we haven't been beaten away from home since November. We had a great run, our home form. I mean, sometimes it is just a culmination of everything, really. 4 points cost us the title, or 3 points, arguably. Did the horrific injury crisis at the start cost us 3 points? Probably. Did our home form cost us 3 points? Definitely. Did our underperformance in that last 2 months cost us 3 points when it was in our control? Definitely. So, controllables, non-controllables, scored the most goals in the league, had the best away record in the league, and a few challenges. Cut and paste it how you want. Could do better, should have done better, probably is the outcome. But it was a competitive league. Boreham and Maidstone in the final at the playoffs. Good luck to both of them. Both well-run clubs. And, you know what I mean? I read a tweet the other day, someone saying, just when he thought we couldn't have got any mental, the only team that couldn't win it on the last day could now win it. Which is just how it is. So that is the season that was not mega enjoyable for us. We just had too many issues off the field for long parts. And then because of all those issues we had in the early parts, it just meant we didn't have a lot of lives left. So when we had a bad run, we didn't have a bad run in us because we knew that it was all very much cutthroat back end. But that's where we are, mate. We'll dust ourselves down, go again. And obviously the support was phenomenal. And just a big thanks to all the fans, not just the ones that come to Meadowbank, all the ones online, all the infrequent visitors as well. Just phenomenal support, home and away. We've grown it. And we're looking forward to, as always, working hard to deliver for next season.
Absolutely, and as you say, full attention now turns to next season, barring the cup final on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Can fans expect much movement in terms of how the squad looks ahead of the season?
Not really. We'll be adding one or two, I'd imagine. We're in talks with players. It's got to be on our terms this season, really. Is what I'd say. So there's a lot of negotiations and discussions with players going on. So that could take a while, to be honest with you. But one or two new people. We finished the season with the majority of people fit. We see the opportunity to get Dan Pybus back fully fit again, being like a new signing. He's a great player, league above, as we know. We'll be adding in one or two, like I said, really. But minimal changes, continuity, always key here.
And what does the pre-season schedule look like? When do the lads come back? Have we got many games lined up?
They'll be back last week of June. And the schedule will go out. Games, I'm looking at Ollie next week, probably. Next week after all the shot, yeah. So that'll be out next week. We are off to Bourne Town, Bourne,
right,
for our annual jaunt. It's JJ Max sponsor there, and he is an incredibly top man. One of my favourite characters around the place, and he sponsors that club. So we're going to be in Peterborough for that little one, but the rest of it will come out, and we're ready to go. There's going to be retain list, obviously release list, all of that next week or so. Pre-season schedule next week. That's where we are, mate.
Absolutely. And is there anything going into the new season that we'll be doing differently, or, as you say, continuity is a big thing, but have you got any things you'd like to build on from this season in particular?
Not really. I thought we was pretty shit in the main. Our stats weren't as good as I think they have been. Well, they weren't as good as they have been, and we have to be a lot better than what we were. But I think the league's going to be a lot more competitive next year. I think we're going to lower potentially our expectation. I think Dagenham coming down, Maidenhead, Ebbsfleet, the team's left in it. The team's coming up, your Tottenhams, your Horshams, and going to be really, really tough. So we'll just worry about ourselves and look to build on that. But I have to say, two things really. One is OLBG coming on board is massive, and this season we enjoyed both their partnership just beginning, and Jonathan Bynes, our chief exec, coming in for his first season. Really excited about both of those scenarios. Big thanks to all of our volunteers around the club and paid staff. But reserve it all for the fans, really. It's all about the fans here. The fans get it. We're not one of them clubs that when we get beat, we get 150 people going, oh my God, this, that, the other. It continues to strive everybody on in terms of the underdog spirit. If things don't go our way, we can't, wait to work until it does. So the fans have just been immense, and our way following now is getting really high, and I just want to keep building on that and building on our Meadowbank attendances. So fingers crossed, starting Tuesday night, ending the season with a cup win down here.
Absolutely.
That's the plan.
Just finally, are you off on holiday, or are you
No,
grinding?
I'll just be sat here working. That's how it works, mate. We're not going to enjoy anything until we find some more success.
That's right. Well, we'll see you in a few months' time for your next update.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.